Hello. So this is an effort I'm trying to make for Halloween. I've only got one Halloween item, and it's this. I bought it 2 years ago, so I'm trying to make the effort to do something for a Halloween video. So I bought this, as I say, 2 years ago, and I use it for various things, fancy dress and stuff. So I don't do fancy dress, I just wear a wig. So I'm going to go to some places that I find, or well, I would find pretty spooky, quite scary like, eerie, kind of eerie places. I'm going to visit a couple of eerie places tonight. It's after midnight, it's 12:25. It's prior to Halloween, but I'm going to make this video for Halloween. Whether I put it out on Halloween or I'll be near about probably after, because I'm going to go to some places as well on Halloween as well. So I'm going to go to the Balgay Bridge, Balgay Hill Bridge, and that's quite spooky at night. And then I'm also going to go to this kind of eerie lane. It's this road. There's an old mill. It's in Lochee. There's a disused mill on one side, and there's a big brick wall on the other side. I can't remember the name of it, but it's quite an eerie-like lane. I might pay a visit to that as well. I'm just going to go alone, and I'm going to film it. And this video is just going to be for Halloween, just some kind of effort that I've made. I mean, this is as good as it gets as far. So I'm going to do something. So then I'm going to go to Balgay Bridge, and I'll take the candles as well, just to add a wee bit of, I know it is after midnight. I can show you the time if you, well, you probably won't really see that very well, but I'll pan the camera around and I'll show you it's after midnight. So that's the time there. It's sort of like going in and out of focus, which is a bit annoying. Got an idea. So it's 26 minutes past midnight. It's the 30th. It's actually, well, it's the day before Halloween, technically, because it is after midnight. So I'm going to visit these places alone, just myself. Got a head torch, and I'm going to go to the well, it's, I've heard it being referred to as a haunted bridge. So I'll do this for Halloween. That's the effort I'm going to make for it. I know on Halloween I'll maybe get some of the autumn colours, and there's also an old building that looks quite eerie, so I'll get footage of that as well on Halloween during the day. I don't think I'll be going there at night, but I'm going to go to the Balgay Bridge, and I'm going to go to this, I can't remember the name of the lane, but it's quite eerie, as I hope it will come out well in the camera when I take the footage. So this is for Halloween 2024. So in here I've got my head torch on, and I'm going to go up to the Balgay Bridge, and just looking over there, it's spooky enough as it is. It's actually quite eerie, I'll tell you. So I'm actually in two minds whether I should do this or not. The reason I picked tonight is because it's a nice night, and I'm also going to be busy on, you know, this time tomorrow night. I won't be able to, so I'm choosing just the opportunity now while the going's good. So, and at Balgay, Balgay Hill Bridge is just up there. I'll show you. Just literally parked. I mean, there's the time if you want. It's 1:45 in the morning, and that looks quite eerie. Just so I'm going to dare myself to go up there. So I'm not so sure about this actually. I'll get my candles lit and I'll make my way up there. I've got my Halloween wig on, I've got my head torch on, I've got the candles. I'm going to go up to the bridge that I've heard, it's been mentioned, I've certainly heard people refer to it as being haunted. So, right, so I'm trying to do about half a dozen things at once. I've lit the candles, I've got my Halloween costume on, I suppose, if you want to call it that. I'm going to try and make my way up to that bridge. Now, one thing I didn't back on is I'm actually dazzling myself with this selfie stick, because that light is really bright, and it's making me, because I'm in a dark environment, I can't really see very well with the contrast. One of the candles has gone out already, because even just the slightest breeze is enough to cause it to go out. Now I'm trying to remember how to get up to this bridge without slipping and falling on my arse, basically. It's the idea. It's not so easy because it is a muddy, grassy bit that I'm walking on. What I might actually do is probably going to end up just falling on this gradient, because it's, yep, just like that nearly. The cemetery's on the right, and already I'm quite spooky. I'm going to turn the camera round. You're probably not seeing anything other than the, I'm not even too sure I want to be nope, I don't like this. I am chickening out. The reason why is because my head torch isn't working too well. I'm not really too sure about it. Yeah, the head torch is giving in. There's only one other thing left for me to do, is take the torch out from the car, because the head torch isn't charged up enough. It's flashing, meaning that the battery is starting to go on it. So I think the only one thing left I could do is to get the torch out of the car. You can see it flashing, that means it's basically the battery's gone on it. I never charged it. I didn't plan on doing this tonight. I just, at the spur of the moment, it was a nice night, and I'm just taking the opportunity. So there's only one thing left I could do, and that is to get the hand torch out of the car and maybe try that. I'm not really sure just how good a plan this is, because it's not that bright. It's not a bright plan, and it's not bright light wise. So that kind of like goes well, doesn't it? I haven't thought it out, but never mind. I'm going to get the torch out of the car, hand one, so I'm going to be even more hand tied. Got this in one hand, I've got the selfie stick in the other, and somehow I'm going to have to manage to get the torch, the handheld torch, to get myself to the bridge which is up there. And two of my candles have gone out. Two of my candles, that's the torch on the video recorder. That's probably going to go out. There's only really one thing I can do. In fact, it's burned out super quick, which is quite unusual. So I might just leave the candles for now, and I'll take the torch instead. So what I'll do, I've actually got not a good feeling about this one, so I'm not going to go. I'm just going to pass on it. I don't like the idea, I don't feel good about it tonight, so I won't be going up. I'm checking it out, I'm afraid. I go by my own sixth sense, if you like, and tonight is just not the night. I'll try and show you the bridge from here, but I don't feel good about it. I feel uncomfortable about it, so I'm just not going to do it. Simple as that. I've done it before on ghost things, Ghost Bridge. I've been up there before, but I don't feel good about it tonight, so just won't be doing it. I'll just go by my own instinct. Try to show you the bridge. You can see it from there. So I would have went up there, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do that tonight. No, I mean you could call. Whoops, you can call us a chicken if you want. I don't care. I am going by my own instinct, and I just don't feel right about it today, so I won't be doing it. Simple as that. I've attempted it, but I just don't. I just feel like it's not right, so I won't do it. I will go to Lochie. The car looks quite creepy. Just the way the lights, quite scary. It's a sort of quite the way it's just menacing, like the way the headlights are just. No, that I like. I do like that. It's cool. It's quite smart. It's pretty good. Yep. So I'm going to get a few stills of that. Yeah, it just looks quite menacing. That I just like the way the headlights are. So at least I got something that I liked. So as I say, this head torch was indicating that the battery's going, and that's not a good sign. The candles blew out, which is not another good sign. But within myself, which is more important, I go with my own instinct. That's not right, so I won't do it. But I just like the way the car headlights are shining, so that's kind of made my night. It does look quite menacing. Just, I don't know, just something about the way that I'm feeling, because it's tired. I'm tired rather, and it's just something imagination sort of gets the better of me, I suppose. But I just thought it was quite smart, just because there's no other traffic around and nobody else around, and it's just it's the gate, and this is quite spooky, I suppose, when you're here alone at the middle of the night, the small hours, nobody else around, to my knowledge, which doesn't mean that there isn't anybody else around. It just means that I don't see anybody else around. It's just, sure as heck, does not mean that there's nobody else around. So yeah, failed this one unfortunately. That's the way it goes. Maybe another time. No, I tried to relight the candles. They didn't light, so I wasn't really liking up. It's just the interior light. So it wasn't a good sign. I just, as I say, and back in the car, I'm just going to make my way to Lochie, and I'll do that one. So I just felt odd. I felt a bit odd about it. Sometimes I feel better, other times I didn't. Tonight I just felt quite unnerved, probably because I had a long week and tired. And it's a spur of the moment, and I kind of acting on more of a just impulsively. It didn't really, and the torch wasn't charged up. The candles blew out and burned sort of unusually. I felt a bit uneasy about it, so I didn't do it. So I was spooked, but at least I hope. Well, it's meant to be just to show you what it's like. It is quite spooky, like it's quite eerie. You know, at this time of night, I can hear even just the wind. And when you're tired and that, any noises, it puts you on edge. You know, so right, I'm going to go to Lochie now and show you this. It's kind of like an eerie, quiet like lane. I think it would be appropriate, so I'm going to get footage of that in the small hours of tonight or this morning. So this is just me kind of highlighting. I was trying to shine the car headlights to the bridge, but I wasn't going to illuminate it from here, so just showing you where it was at, the part that. Right, so in that Lochie, this is quite a spooky, quite eerie mill. It looks as though there's an excavator there. I don't think they'll be demolishing it because it'll be a listed building. But there's a disused bridge that used to run, part of the railway that ran from Dundee to Newtell, I think. And then the Burns Club's up there, and there's a Lochie railway station, and that mill, which is up there, was right next to the railway line. So you don't really see a great deal at the moment until we get out. But it's a bit eerie. So the time, anyway, it's 1:10 in the morning. I'm going to walk up there. So really it's all about frame of mind. I was in the wrong, I've done it before, the Balgay Bridge, I could do it again. I was in the wrong frame of mind tonight. If I'm in the wrong frame of mind, I can't do it. If I'm in the correct frame of mind, then I can do it. It's all about frame of mind. So it's quite a dark, eerie like lane. There's not many people around here. Quite spooky. Disused bridge up there. Part of the old railway line that ran from Dundee and Newtown, I believe. Fuck's sake. Yep, it continues on. So there's nobody else around. Hearing noises. I would like to get up there. If there was other people with us, like the others that I do the adventures with, would probably go up there. I just can't help laughing about something, that was all. No, I'm not going to. I was going to let you in on a secret, but I'm not going to. I maybe will. It was actually the other way around. If somebody saw what I was doing, I probably thought I was off my head. I probably am off my head anyway. I thought I was alone, but somebody was there. Somebody appeared and saw what I was doing. If you wonder what the I just said I was doing a spooky video. You probably thought I was mad or something. Well, I'm mad anyway. That looks quite eerie. Well, I keep saying that, I just showing you an images that would probably suit the sort of, I don't know, kind of what you'd expect, you know, old-fashioned buildings. But I better keep my voice down because there's actually houses next to this. I don't want to be making too much noise. So I'm technically alone on this alley because you've got this 20-foot wall on one side, you've got this disused mill on the other, and you've got these railings that look quite, well, in the light level and the kind of grey colour. And you won't really see much of the mill tonight, but it would be good if I'd done an adventure inside it. Although you've got to be very careful going in old mill buildings, of course. Right, I don't know what came out there. It was kind of like not pressing record. As I was just saying, I do like that image here, so I'm going to capture it. Yeah, what I'll do on Halloween, sorry, is I'll go to this old building that's, it would look like a kind of ghostly haunted like building. Although I shouldn't say that, but I'll go there on Halloween during the day, and I'll add this to the video as well. But this will probably be enough for tonight, I think. I'll call it a night, or a morning, should I say. That's quite a nice image. I like the way the headlights in the cars, and just that sort of darkness, grey kind of. It's just ideal for a kind of thriller like background, so I get a thriller backdrop. So yeah, I like how it's just part. You can't see who's in it. There's nobody in it, but it's that kind of thriller-like menacing look, you know, when you could see it's not really, it's just parked there, nothing else, although there's a backdrop, and then you can't see who's in the car, but you can see the headlights, and you could get this in the backdrop. I would probably, if the bollards weren't there, I would get the car in there, and I would get the headlights facing, you know, this way, so you would have that as the backdrop, but that you could just see at the end. If it wasn't for the houses and the other cars there, it would look quite menacing. There is a street in Douglas Road I might go to. I might actually try that. I might get myself down there and but then again, it's just for time, is it? I just have to, well, it's because I'm working again tomorrow, so I just can't help laughing about the fact that I was like filming. Somebody came up behind, I was walking through, and I was talking to myself with this, filming, you know, with all this on and pointing up to the building and that, with the head torch, and then at this time in the morning, the guy would probably thought I was on something. No, he was alright, he just passed him. I just said I was just filming for trying to laugh. Never mind. I thought that I could do it at this time in the morning with nobody around, but there's always somebody around. I'll find the name of the street for you as well, by the way. I'll find the name of that. I'll tell you what that's called in a minute. I don't even think I could illuminate the... Oh yeah, you can maybe see a bit more of the mill. I've put the headlights on, but I don't really want to drain the battery, but that's all you're going to see at the moment. So it's... I've done a video on this lane before. It's called Wellbank Lane. I forgot what it was called, but that's what it's called. Wellbank Lane. Yeah. So it's Wellbank Lane in Dundee. So the candles, I'm not going to light the candles in the car for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? Petrol. But yeah, I wonder what you would have thought if I took the candles up as well. I think it was, but no. What was I going to say? I forgot now. Just gone right in my head. I'll pause it and I'll remember. Yeah. On Halloween, I'll go to the old House of Grey. It looks kind of like it would be perfect for a kind of haunted house kind of look. But I don't want to, you know, say that about it like because. But I'm going to go there on Halloween and get footage of it. It'll be sort of ideal for, well, I think anyway, it'll be ideal for a kind of, that kind of image or Halloween feel. I mean, I'm not into Halloween as such. I mean, you could spend a fortune getting all this stuff, and I don't have the money in it. I'm not into it. I just make my own efforts and I do it this way. A few cheap tea candles. A wig that I bought a couple of years back from the good joke shop or fancy dress shop on the Perth Road in Dundee. So I promoted that because they done us a good deal. My mates went there for stuff as well, fancy dress stuff. So yeah, the fancy dress shop on the Perth Road in Dundee. I recommend it. That's where I got this from. Yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'll maybe get some autumn colours as well, autumn leaf colours around about, perhaps Templeton Woods, or I might go back to Balgay, get some of the autumn colours, you know, just to give the Halloween feel. I think 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago, I done a turnip. I cut all the turnip, put the candles in it. That was an effort, but I've got other things on that night as well, so I'm kind of like pressed for time, but I'll see what I can do. Anyway, that's make what you will of it. I just thought I'd do something for Halloween, but there'll be other parts to this video. That's it for tonight, but there'll be another bit to this video when I compile it on Halloween. So I'm going to be back up the road and go to bed and working again tomorrow. Oh, that's something. So that's that. Wellbank Lane in Lochee. But yeah, just before I go, I was just mentioning about why I didn't do the Balgay one. There was just like, I suppose you could think there was maybe like too many omens. Things just didn't feel right. The way that light flashed, it didn't seem to flash there. The head torch didn't flash there when I was here at Wellbank Lane. But when I was at the Balgay Bridge, the head torch flashed. The candles went out and I didn't really like. It burned a bit unusual. I felt odd. Didn't want to do it. I go by my own instinct. If I don't feel like it, I won't do it. But I have done it before, and I could do it again. It's just, as I say, it's a frame of mind. But there's some omens. I pay attention to these things, and if I don't feel right, I won't do it. So that's why I just didn't want you thinking that that's not the right choice of words. I didn't check it out. I just done the right thing. I just didn't feel right about doing it. I've done it before on my own. I've done it 3 times. Went right up to Mills Observatory on my own from where I parked, going across the bridge, and then went back across the bridge back to my car. So you could do it after midnight. I've done a video on it anyway, so well on my channel. But tonight, I just, as I say, I just didn't feel comfortable about doing it. It didn't feel right, and I go by my own instinct. If I don't feel right about it, I won't do it. So I didn't. It's as simple as that. I mean, I won't go if somebody goes against their own instinct, then it's not the way. You should just go by what you feel. If you don't feel right about it, don't do it, and that's what I done. Sorry, didn't do it this time. Anyway, that's all it is. I tried, but it was spooky. It was genuinely quite scary. You're meant to be scared at Halloween, aren't you? Michael Myers and all that, and Jason Voorhees. Well, I tell you, Friday the 13th was it Michael Myers? No, it was Freddy versus Jason Voorhees. That's the Friday the 13th horror films, and Nightmare on Elmwood. Oh, I'm a Jason Voorhees fan, so Jason Voorhees beat Freddy. I've got all parts. I've got all parts of the Friday the 13th. And Kane Hodder he played Jason Voorhees from part 7 right up to the part 10, I think it was. He done part 7, part 8 at Camp Crystal Lake. No, yeah, starting off at Camp Crystal Lake on part 8, then ended up in Manhattan. And then part 9 was it wasn't that good. I didn't like part 9 as much. And then part 10, Jason X, Jason Goes to Space. That was just crazy, but it was good. Because Kane Hodder plays Jason Voorhees really well. And then there was the Freddy versus Jason. It was Ken Krisner that played Jason Voorhees on that one. And he played it great and beat Freddy. Because I'm a Jason Voorhees fan, like Friday the 13th. I've got all parts. And if I was ever one I would dress up to, play the killer, it would be Jason Voorhees. Definitely. Anyway, that's it for the night. See you on Halloween. On the day.